As a boater, you know that a sound system can make or break your day out on the water. And today what we're going to do is we're going to cover how to find the best sound system for your boat. Everything from what quality materials to look for to what questions to ask when you're actually shopping for that sound system. With that, you're watching the Southern Boating Yachting Podcast. I'm Ian Sneed.
I'm James Anderson.
And we're going to get right into it. Hey, before you get too invested in the episode, just know that at the end of this, we're announcing a giveaway that we're doing specifically for marine audio equipment. So make sure you stick around to the end to hear the details. And with that, let's get back to the episode. Let's talk about the fact that we need, when we're looking at sound systems, we need something that's going to work not just when we're stationary, but when we're underway as well. So the first question that comes to mind is, why can't we just use car audio systems in boats?
Well, that's pretty easy. I mean, car systems are made specifically and tuned for your automobile, but they're not built for the marine environment. They're not going to handle the salt, the UV exposure, and the vibrations that a boat has. It's much different than a car. All of that gets incorporated into marine audio to provide you with the sound that your boat properly needs. They're not the same environment either.
That point right there, a car is an enclosed system where a boat is typically open. Now, yeah, if you have somewhere, where you have an enclosed cabin, that makes sense. I get that there's areas that are enclosed on different vessels. But even then, you have entertainment spaces in open air, and you want to make sure that that audio system is functional there as well. Yeah. And then when it comes to washdowns, the car audios, they're not made for washdowns.
I dare you to wash down a car speaker at all.
No, and you're right with the vibrations and the mounting.
Mounting's completely different scenario as well. So just everything is completely different.
So let's talk about controls. If you're anchored somewhere, you're at the dock, it doesn't really matter. You can handle whatever controls are in front of you. But if you're underway, now it's a completely different beast.
Even being stationary, you're still out in the bright sun. So number one, a display that is visible under the sun. It's like pulling out your phone in the middle of the day. Many times you have to adjust the brightness of that screen so you can read it while you're at the beach, right? Or at the sandbar, whatever it may be. It's the same with a head unit. So make sure that that head unit is visible in the bright sunlight. Now, the next thing is you're cruising along. You need to be able to look at it quickly and get your eyes back on the water. So a lot of times a touch screen is not really what you want. You might want those tactile buttons to know which ones you're pressing for presets and all those different features that you can have. That to me is really important.
When I think about marine audio equipment, I do think about the word marine. It's a very specific phrase that's used for audio equipment because it has to, as we've mentioned, deal with the elements. So when I'm looking at speakers, I'm looking at, there is things like, UV protection or the ability for the screens to be visible with bright daylight, but also corrosion proof.
Yeah.
Right? We want to make sure that the speakers and the mounting units and everything, it's all corrosion proof because you do deal with high amounts of salt. You do, right. Well, especially for offshore, right? Maybe if you're somewhere on a lake, less so, but it's still important that you have the right.
Then it's a high amount of humidity.
Exactly. And so you have to deal with all of that. So there's a lot of elements on the quality materials being used.
Those materials help you be UV protectant, so not degrading in the sun. But also, marine speakers are usually made out of a material like polypropylene that are much more durable.
And then especially when you consider, like we mentioned, regular washdowns.
Don't be afraid to wash down this marine audio equipment too. Right. Very important to get the salt off of it. Hose it down. Make sure that the salt comes off of this equipment too. And that'll lead to a longer lifespan of your equipment.
And touching on what I would call an acoustics basics, placement of speakers is actually important too.
And what type of speaker?
Right. Well, because in this case, placement of speakers on a boat is different than placement of speakers, say, in a home theater system. Yeah. Because you have, again, inside versus outside coverage. So you have speakers that are good at handling that inside space, but you also have like projection style speakers that are better for, say, the bow or a cockpit.
Yeah, so you can use a projection speaker to throw the audio, like for a center console, for example. And you're not putting speakers on the bow, but you want to throw noise up to the bow. Well, you need a projection speaker that's at the helm to throw the noise up there. The other way is if you want an immersive environment. Well, those are different speakers. And what about your bass? How are you going to handle your bass? What type of subwoofer? Do you need a free air subwoofer? Those are all these different things that you need to start looking at, going by your boat size too is a little bit, because as you get into a larger vessel, what's the one thing that you might want to do is zoning. People on the bow might not want music. It might be a quiet section for you, so people up there can have conversations. Whereas versus the parties going on in the cockpit area, and they want the music to be loud and pumping in that area. So it offers you those different zoning capabilities. So you might be looking for equipment that does that.
I want to talk about layout tips specifically because with a different vessel comes a different layout. When we're talking about small runabouts, projection speakers up front, single compact subs, maybe no subs. It really depends on your audio experience, right? For mid-sized cruisers, you're looking at cockpit speakers. You're looking at least one sub. You're considering, the imaging at the helm. And for large yachts, a distributed speaker system. So multiple subs, zone control. I think all of that is really important. I like organizing it in that if you're looking at a runabout, a small runabout, a mid-size, or a large, how do we organize it? How do we organize the decision behind the layout? But that leads me to the next piece. If you are looking at these layouts and you realize, I might need some help installing it, that's a different conversation.
And this is where you want to seek the advice of a professional. So we can look to people that have certificates like ABYC or NMMA certificates. They are professional installers that deal specifically with marine. 3
quick takeaways. 1, choose marine-related components specifically built for salt, sun, and the vibrations that you'll experience on a vessel.
That's right.
2, prioritize simple daylight-readable controls for safety at speed, and that would potentially include, like you said, actual knobs or buttons. And number 3 is plan the speaker placement and sub strategy to match your vessel layout. And that would include, in my opinion, seeing the power source that you might need if you need something extra and reaching out to a professional to help with the installation.
Those are 3 great takeaways from this. But now here comes the real kicker. We are doing this because we are also doing a competition with Kicker Marine Audio to where we are going to give away $2,500 in teaming up with Kicker of equipment, Kicker equipment that you can either install yourself or have an authorized dealer install. In our comments is the link, I believe. That's where you're going to put it.
Description.
In the description is going to be the link to the competition. And the competition is amazing because it's a great opportunity to win some unbelievable marine audio equipment. All you have to do is click on the link, follow the instructions, check it out. It's a great competition. It's running from now all the way through the end of this month. Definitely sign up. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, I'm James Anderson.
I'm Ian Sneed.
See you next show.